Joining us live from Moscow now is Iryna Zhyrun. She's a PhD candidate in political science at National Research University. Iryna, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
So what's become clear is that this incursion into Ukraine is taking much longer than the 2 days that some predicted, that Putin's troops are having a tough fight of it. And now we see these nuclear threats on the part of Vladimir Putin, putting his nuclear deterrence on high alert. Those kinds of threats, isn't that an escalation of what already is an incredibly volatile situation?
Yes, absolutely. But first of all, I think people who predict that Ukraine can be taken in 2 days are just have never been in Ukraine. They don't know what kind of territory it is because it's a huge country. And I don't think there was an objective to take all over the Ukraine in 2 days. The main objective was to neutralize some of the heavy machinery in the east that were bombing Donbas and Lugansk regions of Ukraine. I think that was the #1 target. This is obvious right now because troops do not advance further to the south, and they do not really take the cities by force because that would really cause a lot of casualties among the civilian population. So Kharkov is the only place that has been taken, I think, so far. The rest are just surrounded to avoid the losses among the population.
So, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, about the nuclear weapons. Obviously, this is the last resort, and I think this is a very dangerous situation. I think this is the response to the weapons that are being sent from Europe and from Australia, right? I think this is just a threat from Russia because the other countries, the West, decided to support Ukraine, and this is obviously they interfere into a military operation of Russia, because Russia has on its side a part of Ukraine of Donbas and Lugansk regions. So it's actually external intervention into Ukraine from both sides.
You know, what has been done in terms of the actions that we've seen already, and then on top of it, these threats of nuclear deterrence, isn't this Vladimir Putin just making things much worse for himself in terms of the long-term security that he claimed to be worried about? I mean, even if he left Ukraine at this hour, what has done can't be undone. This has already happened, and we see the international mobilization and beefing up security in Eastern Europe. I mean, he's making happen what he claimed to most fear.
Probably, yeah, I wouldn't say exactly, but I think that when in Russia the decisions are made, they think long term. So probably this is one of the worst case scenarios, and I'm sure they have thought about it. Well, we cannot predict what's going to happen because right now these are, we are expecting the negotiations, right? So we will see. But the very, you see, it has been for quite a long time that Ukraine has been thought as like a battlefield between the West and Russia, the East. So all politicians from both sides, they have to abandon this idea, because when they think it's as a game, you know, that someone can win, and actually no one can win in the game. And people who are losing in any situation, these are the Ukrainians.
Yeah, and when you see Russia going into these talks that are supposed to happen today with the same kinds of stated demands, for example, that Ukraine is completely demilitarized, it's very tough to have any optimism that this is going to move beyond the stalemate that we've seen leading to this. All right, Iryna, it's good to talk to you. Thanks so much.